Welcome to Guru Trader video for Monday, February the 7th, 2011. Here's the 7 market movers that we're following today. 4 new symbols, 3 follow-ups on the TSX Venture Exchange. First time mentioning PYN Poynt Corporation, 20 cents up 4. First time mentioning INT Intertainment Media Inc., 55 up 6. Following up on PPI Passport Potash Inc., 92 up 18. Following up on EPO Encanto Potash Corp, 60 cents up 9. First time mentioning SFT Softrock Minerals Limited, 13.5 up 6.5. And on the TSX, first time mentioning FNI First Nickel Inc., 20 cents up 3. Following up on the NASDAQ, symbol EPCT EpiCept Corp, 87 up 12. Let's take a closer look. Hi, this is the first video we've put out since December the 15th, so it's been over a month. Sorry about that. We'll try and start getting them out more regularly, at least 1 or 2 a week. Last week it seems that the uranium stocks were running. This week, right out of the gate, it seems like the potash stocks are running, so we're going to mention a few of those. And in addition to these 7, there's 3 other that we're going to mention: Allana Potash, Sirius XM Radio, and URZ Energy. Those are ones that we just didn't have. We're going to try and limit this to 7 stocks, but they kind of work into what we're talking about today. So first stock that we are focusing on is PYN Poynt Corporation, 20 cents up 4 cents, 22 million shares traded, market cap 68 million. This one traded as high as 19 cents, which it did on the 3rd, and the low on this one's 3.5 cents, which it did December 10. And as you can see, it looks like this stock has only been around since October, so keep that in mind. There's not much history to go on. Now they have a pretty good news flow here. They announced on the 3rd that the Poynt Corporation enters ad publishing arena with acquisition of GoToMedia Inc.'s local advertising assets. I was looking at that briefly. I think they paid, what, $450,000 for, let's see, the acquired source code related documentation, all transferable publisher and advertiser agreements related to the monetization or distribution of local location advertising for a purchase price of $450,000. So trying to figure out exactly what the company does. Haven't really gotten there yet. On the 20th, they mentioned they're shortlisted for the GSMA Global Mobile Awards 2011. They're honored as one of Alberta's fastest growing companies. Poynt's European restaurant section strengthened with reservation capabilities from Top Table. Awarded a location-based advertising patent for delivering coupons and offers. So obviously it's some type of advertising-related apps and software. I'm not really sure. Let me skip to their About section. They develop and operate mobile applications that enhance the consumer's ability to connect with the people and businesses most important to them. Multi-award-winning Poynt application is a mobile local search service available over BlackBerry smartphones, iPhone, and iPod Touch Android devices, and Windows Phone 7. So anyway, don't have time to get into all that, but anyway, the stock's been active. We're going to keep an eye on it, so we just thought we'd mention that one for the first time. This one as well is new for us. First time mentioning INT Intertainment Media Inc., 55 up 6, 12% move. Over 10 million shares have traded so far, 69 million market cap. Now keep this spike in mind. I don't usually like spikes. I like to see them pull back and settle down. This thing literally has been just a little over a dime a week ago, so keep that in mind. But they have been putting out news here. Entertainment's Ortsbo real-time translator reaches 60 million minutes of user engagement. It's, I guess, language translation to do with fits into different social media applications. Let me go to their About section. Let's see. Enables real-time conversational translation in over 50 languages, seamlessly integrates with today's most popular social media platform. Ortsbo is a division of Entertainment Media, focused on delivering leading-edge technology and marketing solutions, enabling clients to power enhanced branding, loyal initiatives, and consumer engagement. Anyway, they also mentioned up here, since their launch on July 22nd, 16.5 million minutes of user engagements, 37.8 million page views, 16.9 million online sessions, 11.3 million unique visitors from 170 countries, 37,000 Facebook fans, 4,500 Twitter followers. So it's a tech play, software related, language translation. That's what I get out of it anyway. So we'll start to keep an eye on that one. Moving on, PPI Passport Potash. Now this one, 92 cents up 18, 71 million market cap. Now it's had a spike here, but we've mentioned this one for Passport. This is our 3rd mention since November 17th at 14 cents and on November 30th at 35 cents. So we mentioned last year the uranium stocks, potash stocks. That's really, what we're going to they were lagging gold and silver and oil and other commodities, and sure enough, they perked up. Now I should move on to this one here, AAA Allana Potash. Only mentioning that one as it kind of ties in because Allana's been running lately, and Allana we've mentioned 4 times since 46.5 cents on February the 24th. Well, that one's 214 right now with a market cap of 315 million. So you see the nice build and then the spike on that one. So I've never done any type of valuation on Allana. They've been putting out news regularly, and on the 24th it seem to have run here. Allana Potash continues to intersect significant potash with hold DK1008 returning 31.6% KCI over 2 meters. So anyway, that one, you'll see them running groups. So Allana's been running, Passport's been running. And here's the other one that I should mention. EPO Encanto Potash is another one that we've mentioned. Now, it's 60 cents up 9. Its market cap's 147 million. And this is let's see, we've mentioned them. The last time we mentioned them was on November the 30th at 37 cents. And we've also mentioned Encanto in our November 19th and June 1st newsletters. If you want to read up about that, just go under our reports, Small Cap Stock Observer tab, and you'll see those newsletters on those dates that will mention Encanto and other, I think, potash-related stocks. So that's about it. And they did a private placement back here on November 29th, and they announced assay results from their 3rd and 4th wells. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on that one, and that one's breaking, I think that's all-time new highs on Encanto. So moving on here, SFT Softrock Minerals, first time mentioning this one, 13.5 up 6.5. Now keep in mind, stock price basically doubled today. So it's up 92 cents. So be careful spikes, because this one literally was a nickel like a few days ago. But good volume, 3.2 million, and their market cap's 2.8 million. It shows here. So not much there yet. So is there a build going on here? I don't know. They put out news yesterday. They issued a progress report. Now they're saying here that they don't know, they're not aware of any reason for the large volume of the company's shares. So keep that in mind. And they did state that they're negotiating a number of proposals, including acquiring a partner in its 100% owned 26,880 hectares of northern Alberta metallic and industrial minerals permits, potash, lithium, hydrogen, etc., plus oil and gas farm-ins in their west central Alberta lands, and heavy oil in eastern Alberta. None seem to be near final resolution. So not really anything to explain the activity, so be careful of that. But on the action, we'll keep an eye on that one. It's shown up on our radar and made a 52-week high on the 4th. They had a 52-week high at 9.5 cents. Now the low on this one, August 25th, is 2.5 cents. So keep all that in mind. We'll just keep an eye on it. Next one, FNI. This is first time mentioning this one on the TSX. First Nickel Inc. 20 cents up 3, 17% move. Over 8.5 million shares traded. Now this one has 453 million shares outstanding and 90 million market cap. The 52-week high on this one was on February the 4th, so Friday. The low on this was 9 cents on September the 22nd. So it's had a build up here to 15, pulled back to a dime, 15 again. So is there a trend there? I don't really know, but on November the 10th was their last release. They reported First Nickel reports financial and operating results for the 3 and 9 months period ended September 30th of 2010. So this seems to be a somewhat substantial company. Now they mentioned this Lockerbie is their main asset. Let me skip down to their about section if I can find it. Yeah, okay. Principal asset is the Lockerbie mine near Sudbury, Ontario. In addition to its Lockerbie operation, the company maintains an active exploration program on projects near the mine around Sudbury and elsewhere in Ontario. So that's what that one's on. That one just popped up today, so we'll keep an eye on it. And SIRI isn't one of the 7 today. I mentioned 3 other stocks, Allana, Sirius, and Uranerz, just because I try and restrict it to 7, but they kind of tie in. I said that I would update Sirius when it made new highs. So our last mention on Sirius was at $1.57 on November the 2nd. This is their 17th post since 73 cents on January the 20th of last year. So it broke that 180. You probably won't mention it again until it breaks $2. If it does, can't say, not saying that it will. But anyway, 36 million shares traded, and that's actually not even high for that stock. I've seen that stock trade over 100 million shares. 7 billion market cap, so keep that in mind. That's starting to build up again. I think you know Sirius XM radio as well as I do. They're pretty well the major, with Sirius and XM merged. They're now pretty well if you want to play on satellite radio, that they're it. So just an update on that one, up to 180 now. And EpiCept, EPCT, 87 up 12. Weird play. I'm not even sure why I'm mentioning it, but I did mention it on December the 9th at 70 cents. Because of this weird stair-stepping on their chart. They held it here for about a month at $2, dropped to 50 cents straight down, 150 for a while, dropped it down, 50 cents. I mean, usually stock charts are very erratic, but this one is almost like a perfect stair step. And then all of a sudden they're ticking it up here. I believe they might have did a financing down there. That might explain it. I'm not sure of that, though. I'd have to, that's just from memory. But they were having some problems with their listing, and they announced, let's see here, on January the 3rd, they regained compliance with NASDAQ's minimum market value of listed securities. I think it's a 35 million. Let's see, it maintained a minimum market value of its listed securities of at least 35 million, and now they've got to address the $1 share price issue, I think, and so it'll be interesting to see if they can get this above $1 for that reason, and if this is a real turnaround. I don't know anything about their applications or their trial in patients with this chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy. So I haven't read into that yet, but it's interesting. I'll keep an eye on it. And lastly, URZ Uranerz Energy Corp, 581 up 4. This one we've been following for a while. They're a featured stock client of ours, and we added them to our top 30 small cap stocks list on December 22nd at 3:20. They're involved in exploration and near-term production on their Wyoming uranium properties. They put out several news releases lately. We've tweeted them 7 times about these news releases, about their getting their permits regarding their Nicholas Ranch uranium project. That'll be the first of about 30 projects that they're looking to put into production in the area. They did a $20 million financing on December 29th. They announced that, and they announced on January 26th an accelerated expiry date of their warrants that could potentially put another $12.7 million in the company. The company has no debt, and so anyway, look into that one. And we put out, if you look under reports, under featured stock profiles, you'll see our complete profile on Uranerz that we put out last week, and they were interviewed on BNN a week ago, so you might want to check that link. Just type in URZ and you'll get this quote page, and you'll see that link on there. Their interview with Uranerz. You can read our profile. You can get their news by email by signing up and logging in, and we'll email that to you, or you can just click here to get their PDF presentation, or just click on the banner to go to their homepage. So we're going to keep following that one. So that's about it for today. Do your homework, trade safely, and we'll talk with you soon. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower price stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day-only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.